Thank you, Pat. New at 6 tonight, fixing the breach. CBS 6 was the first to tell you last night that hackers have now breached the Desmond Hotel's computer system twice inside of 2 years. Hundreds of credit and debit card numbers have been compromised. And not only is the Secret Service now investigating, but a private computer forensics team has been hired as well. Jennifer Lukey first broke this story, and today she spoke with that team about why being hit once makes a company susceptible to even more attacks.
A local bride and 17 of her guests who stayed at the Desmond Hotel during wedding weekend back in October have since been contacted by their credit card companies, told that scammers have tried to fraudulently use their credit card numbers at stores in North Carolina, Illinois, Florida, and Massachusetts. Linda Bellstrom is one of those who's been impacted.
The only thing that all of us had in common was that we stayed at that hotel. There are people I don't even know from the groom side of the family that also are involved.
The Desmond admits that illegally installed malware was found in its system. It's now working to find out how it got there, when, and just how many customers may be impacted. But you'll remember, this is the second time in the past 2 years there has been a security intrusion at the hotel.
What we see is that most organizations, they don't think it could happen the first time. They haven't learned the lesson. They don't think it can happen again. And so I'm not demonizing the Desmond. This is most organizations out there really have a real lack of awareness of the threats that exist in cybercrime today, and a real lack of awareness in how do they address them.
Reg Harnish runs Grey Castle Security in Troy. His company is now working on the Desmond investigation. He says he normally gets a new client every week. Most every retailer, restaurant, bank has been hit by scammers at one point or another.
They're in there for a long time, sometimes with 3 months, 6 months, a year or more that they're actually in collecting that information.
If it's personal information that's stolen, your identity is at risk and the company must notify you. If it's credit card numbers stolen, the credit card companies normally eat the cost, but as with anything, it'll eventually come back to us.
You're paying for the breach response to Citibank and Bank of America and Sony and Adobe through what they just pass that cost on to their customers. And so whether it's in an interest rate or it's the price of software, we're all paying for it.
That's The Real Deal. I'm Jennifer Lukey.